Welcome viewers back to Forever Skies, where we're going to do some mid-sky operations on our ship. Basically, I just want to make an extension below decks. I want to move our cockpit down. So I think what I want is a ladder room here. Put the ladder down there. We'll have just basically a central tube and go from there. Let's see if that works. First off, do we have all the parts we need? I have no idea. The idea would be a ladder room here. No, we don't have all the parts we need. We need 4 synthetic compounds. We only have 3 for some reason. We can definitely make those. So that should be enough to get us a ladder room. Where do we want the ladder? Do we want it there? So what's this top area, I guess, is going to look exactly like it is. Yeah, let's put it there. Down there's no walls. So it's a little sketchy. But I want, on the front, I want the inverted cockpit. So, what would that look like? We even have, yeah, the small inverted cockpit on the front, and then the small cockpit above that. So this needs machine parts and synthetic compounds. 5 machine parts, 6 synthetic compounds. I'm not sure why I came up here for that. Could make them down there. 5 of these and 6 of these, right? And I should really put some walls on here, but let's go. Let's see. This is small inverted cockpit. Ooh, is that right? That feels like I'm just gonna fall right out. I think maybe that I had another room segment before, you know. So, no, it's cockpit here above it. Yeah, and if we make a glass floor here, or if I could just, like, eliminate the floor between them, that would be awesome. But what I want to do is put this down there, put my pictures down there. That's going to be, like, our main piloting area. Oh, and you can put it out on the glass. I love it. Right on the central line. But probably back so it's touched. There we go, perfect. And then we can put our picture back up, or our map, I guess, radar. And I did have a picture. To remind me of the people back home. I guess it goes there. Oh. Somehow I managed to rotate it. There we go. Alright, so I'd like to put a glass ceiling on here if we can't just remove the floor altogether. So definitely feels like the inverted cockpit is shorter. Okay, and then down here we just want, you know, what I really want to do, I think, is move all of the railing areas down 1. But for now, I'm just going to put walls here, just so it's not as loud. Let's put glass walls. There we go. Still pretty loud. But at least I won't accidentally fall out now. What if I put a glass ceiling above? Okay. And you can't turn that one glass. Okay. Wow, okay, there's a glass ceiling above us, so it is the right cockpit frame. That cockpit looks right. So that's gonna work out how I wanted it. And then I want to extend, actually want to extend back here behind the ladder so that we can put the engines back there. So we will actually remove this room, this wall first, just in case it doesn't give it back to me. And for some reason this says remove attachments. Why? I can't build under that right now? I don't see why. I guess maybe the engines are sticking through and it doesn't like that. Oh yeah, that's probably because they are attached to the floor. Right? So I'm gonna have to remove these.
Maximum flight speed reduced. Maximum flight speed reduced.
Oh, and it's these. It's the railings that it doesn't like. Okay. Actually, let's think about that. So the actual way I do this is instead of having a room here, we just have a door back here with the engines mounted on those things. And then I can have the other one above it like I wanted. So remove this. Nope. And instead what we do is put catwalks there. Turn this into a door, which needs electric elements. Or can I make an electric element? Let's see. No, I can't. I need more whatever that stuff is called, silicon. Okay, well, we'll leave it as is for now. And I think I did want one more room back there anyway. And yeah, for now it's letting me build there. Interesting. So, but I don't want to build that. I do want to build catwalk. And it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 back. Like that. And then I'll need a way to get around it, so I'll need like rooms on either side, just like above. Enough resources. What are we missing? I don't know. We're missing something. It's probably metal. Actually, it's probably the synthetics. We were really low on synthetics last time I checked. Catwalk. Yeah, catwalk's available, so we're out of metal. But that's at least where I wanted everything. We're not quite finished, obviously, but it's getting close. Let's put this engine here. Let's put a wall here, if possible. Or a window at least. And then
hydration level is decreasing.
One engine goes here. Which doesn't fit anymore. Okay, it fits there.
Maximum flight speed increased.
And then the next engine goes right behind that. Come on, snap over one. Why are you doing that? I don't want... That's kind of interesting, actually. You can hang the engines upside down accidentally. Okay, but I do want you to snap right there.
Maximum flight speed increased.
Cool. And then eventually we'll be able to build another room over there right for right now, I really want to put walls on all of these. Glass walls preferably, but we're going to be out of glass pretty fast. Metal walls, we can do. We'll replace all of these with glass walls eventually, but we're going to have to go collect glass for that. And doors on the inside. We'll leave those open to the elements right now. Come on, and I'm gonna bring all those catwalks down a level. Oops, that was not right. Oh right, there's a missing room. We need one more room, and we can't make a room just yet, so we're gonna have to leave this missing a piece for now. Because we need more silicon? Or synthetics. More synthetics for rooms. Right? Yeah. We need 10, we have 4. Okay. For now, we can at least fuel these. One of them gets helium fuel, and the other one gets our remaining biomass fuel. Or actually, we'll put the synthetic fuel in there for now. It should burn off quicker. I wonder if I can rotate that room above so that the ladders along the wall. Or rotate the ladder room. I guess there's no connection, so it'll probably won't let me just tear this out. Yeah. So cool, we have a sort of the cockpit design I was hoping for. The walls and doors are all in the wrong place. I'll move those later. Gonna have to rearrange the entire interior. For now though, we can at least check our speed. And we'll go collect silicon for a moment just to see how it works. Max speed is really fast. We're up to almost 100 kilometers per hour. Oh, got some dangerous popping.
Low altitude.
And we can still go way too low. I did want to make the deck extractor, didn't I? And the main reason for collecting silicon here is so that we can upgrade the turbines. And I'm gonna have to go back and pick up some science to get the rest of the stuff we need. Okay, we're also getting a little bit tired. I guess I could make a second helm probably up there. But I like just having one. Alright, where are we headed? First, let's go up a bit. What is that thing at 2.28 kilometers to the northeast? It looks like it might be past the wall, so we might not be able to reach that. There's also this area really close that looks...
A flying creature approaches the airship.
Great, and that's right there. Okay, that's easy to find. I do need a deck extractor so we can take care of these easier.
A creature attached itself to the airship.
How much damage did it do? Not too much. Alright, yeah, let's head down to that platform there. We'll take a look at what the airship looks like from the outside. Maybe do some final cosmetic adjustments, but I think she's fit. Alright, that's just a container, so that'll have a bunch of resources for us. There was also a crash. I think I lost track of it though. Alright, we were flying at 320, that's really high. We don't need to be that high.
Caution. A storm is coming.
especially if there's a storm coming.
Colossal life form detected. The spot has been marked on radar.
I don't really know how I'm going to land this thing right now. With the catwalks above us are kind of the landing point. I guess I kind of have to drop down below and set her down like that. Doesn't show anchors. But that should be pretty good. Yeah, that's perfect. Lovely lightning. Got here just in time. A standing light. We got a blueprint. New discovery set unlocked. And do I see anything else in here? I don't think so. What did we find? Oh, that's what I was looking for before, was the virus sample analyzer. New discovery set. Ooh. Bloom door. Wow, yeah, a lot of interesting stuff. Wow, look at all this stuff that we didn't know how to make before. Different style balloons. Fantastic. Bunch of stuff we don't yet know how to make. Let's close out the weather. And let's get out of here and look for something interesting. Alright, so ultimately we're heading southeast there, or, you know, whatever direction that is. Kind of relative to the ship, it was southeast. Now it's north. It's 2 kilometers away. We're going to stop at what we can along the way, because we do need to scrounge for research parts. Plus things like this, we need to stop and grab these silicon parts. Boy, it's crazy loud. Metal collector damage. She got hit by lightning, I bet. Oh, look at that. Yeah, we need to craft some repair patches and fix that. Repair patches are where? Here? Yeah. We do have a whole new way of repairing things that I have yet to explore also. Okay, I think we're in the clear. Let's go and grab these things. I'll make a deck gun at some point. Let's recharge first. Well, that is hard to hit at this angle. There we go. And it says out of range. Wow, it is. Okay. Do you see any others within range? Yeah. There's a whole forest of silicon right here. All sort of out of range, though. Okay. Not sure why I'm going the long way. Actually, before we do anything else, I probably have enough silicon now that we can upgrade another one of our turbines. But to do that, we need to bust out the upgrade module. Upgrade fabricator, which I guess we can just leave out now. even though it takes up way too much space. Yeah, there it goes. And this, let's see, upgraded turbine, polymers. Polymers, we have none. Motherboard, we have none. Can we make motherboard? We have one, actually. The whole point of getting silicon was to be able to make motherboard, which I think we needed electric elements for. No, we need circuit board for. We need 2 circuit boards, we have 1. Circuit boards need synthetic compounds. We don't have any of those for some reason. Right. Okay, so I think all of this is just pointing to, before we can do that, we're gonna need to go and just collect a bunch of stuff. What do polymers take? Polymers take oil, right? So that was another bunch of multi-doit flowers that we need to collect and throw in here. Throw the rest in this. And I think I'm going to spend another hour between episodes just collecting metal, synthetics, and silicon. For now, maybe we'll just head straight over toward the infected garden and see what awaits us there, so that we'll have a better idea. Although on the way, if we run into these crates, it's a good idea to stop, because these tend to have a whole lot of goods that are easy to grab. Do you really like the flying in this game? It's kind of nice. Definitely feels like you're flying a blimp. Down, please. There we go. Almost. It looks like I damaged it a little bit. Maybe not. Maybe that's just the reflection of the light. Alright, look at this. Plenty of cheap and easy research parts to grab. Plenty of fuel. Maybe we'll find enough parts on these that we don't need to scavenge. Maybe not. Spoke too soon. There's not really a lot there, was there?
Risk of starvation.
Alright, I don't think we're actually at risk of starvation. We have some old food rations. Plus we have plenty of cans of water. We are at risk of fatigue though. And I should probably add water to our coffee bean plants so that we don't run into a fatigue problem. We also forgot to plant this again. Alright, with the oil, I still don't think we'll be able to make this, because 4 polymer it says. So we should be able to make polymer in our suit printer now. Can't, because we don't have synthetics. Okay, yeah. So we need a synthetic gathering trip. I will do that off screen, because I can't imagine that being fun to watch, just someone fishing for imaginary plastic for a long time. Okay, fuel depleted. We do have plenty of fuel. It's probably the one in back here where we stuck the crappy
Rest
fuel.
is recommended.
Yep. And we're gonna eat some coffee nuts.
Virus infection detected.
Crap. Gastroenteritis. Do we know how to cure gastroenteritis? Because that's really bad. Electrolyte pill. We can research electrolyte pill to cure that, it looks like. We'll need to find patat for that. Oh look, we can make the repair thrower and foam now though. Alright, we're gonna have gastroenteritis for a while. I guess that's what you get from drinking too much coffee. Makes sense. to find more patat, we do want regular gardens, the non-infected variety. I'm sure we'll be able to
Unknown landing pod entered the atmosphere.
find those. It does look like the gastroenteritis is just going away on its own after a time, so maybe it's nothing to worry about. Some intestinal discomfort, no big deal. That looks like the place we're going to right there. There was a pod crash over there. Yeah. This looks like the infected garden. Boy, it really is overgrown, isn't it?
Unknown location reached.
So I think hopefully we're going to land here and get some information about how to protect ourselves from these plants that earlier in the game we ran into, and they just like immediately start damaging you if you get too close. Right, and to park here, because I haven't moved the catwalks yet. Need to sink down past it like this. There we go. Docked.
Uncharted area. Warning. Highly contaminated zone. Preliminary analysis initiated. Analysis completed. Detected new objects requiring scanning.
Okay, we do have medical reagents again. I left the scanner back on board the ship. Ooh, I'm also not really liking how this seems to be drifting. It'll be fine. Scanner should be in here. Okay, what do we have here? Not scannable. Lots of crossbow bolts though. Oh right. We didn't make the crossbow yet either. Alright, there was something to read there. I didn't miss it. I just wanted to get a quick look. Lots of medical reagents here. Somebody was marking off the days. It looks like Noah was here before he died. What did he leave for us? You will die if you go in there. Lost expedition. This place is contaminated. The plants that have grown here emit a gaseous substance that destroys the immune system in seconds. I managed to get and examine a sample of one of them, but I feel worse and worse. This place is killing me. I don't know if I'll be able to complete my research. I have to go back to my hiding place under the dust and heal my wounds there. Research conclusions. Contamination is caused by preternatural nucleus. When they're all destroyed, contamination stops. Preternatural nucleus power up the entire plant, making mere contact with it harmful to health. To enter the location, you need an immunity booster to strengthen your protection against contamination. I don't have the formula for the booster, but the creatures I've seen nearby seem immune to any contamination. I need to research them. Coordinates of wild habitat location. Okay. Sounds like we're going to the wild habitat location first to get the immunity booster. Right, wild habitat. So I'm guessing that if we even get close to this, it's going to warn us off. Maybe not.
High contamination zone.
There it goes.
Risk of immediate death. Abandon the area.
Okay. So yeah, we don't want to go in there without the immunity booster. We'll probably also want the crossbow first. so that we can shoot those things from a distance if we need to. Whoa. Okay, we also want to watch our step. That last step is a doozy. Okay, we'll come back. For now, we're going to go to the wild area, but I think I'm going to stop here. Stop the episode here. I'm going to reconfigure the ship so that the catwalks are all
level is decreasing.
on one level below us, and I'm going to spend some time just gathering this stuff because we're going to need a lot to upgrade the ship. So join me next time. I hope that stuff's all done then. Hope to see you then. Hope you've been having a good time watching this, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next time. This has been Corknut playing Forever Skies. Bye for now.